love that you're running from. It's your love that I'm waiting on. It's my love that I'm running from. Oh, I don't wanna, I don't wanna, I don't wanna, I don't wanna, I don't wanna wait it. No, no, no,
What's this playing?
This is
Are you guys here on Monday? Because I've got tons of books. I'm moving house and I would like to just give some away.
yeah,
So-
we should be. If the only thing that kills me is if it's pissing with rain.
Oh,
Sometimes
yeah.
I'll just grieve the day because I don't
Okay.
want to lose the stock. But if the weather's anything like decent any day, when the weather's
Yeah.
anything like decent, I'll be here.
Okay, do you take any books? I mean, obviously in good condition, but...
I prefer to choose what I think I'm going to sell, but if you're generous enough to be giving us books,
Yeah,
I'll
I'll just
take them.
be giving them, so...
Yeah. But they might go to a charity shop.
Oh,
instead.
that's fine too.
We started this 3 years ago. I've been selling books in markets for about 25 years, and I moved onto the boat 11 years ago, and then about 5 years ago I met Paddy, and we started sort of talking about doing this. And just gradually made it happen, really. There's a third partner in the business who actually owns the boat. Paddy and I went to look at this boat when it was for sale, and we made an offer to the owner, and he said he'd rather be a partner in the business. When we explained what we wanted to do with it, rather than sort of sell it to us at a discount, he said, well, I'll become a partner in the business. And that's worked out really well, because he's a very good engineer and artist. So he kind of does this artistic engineering, like the back deck roof here and the shelving. This was originally kind of quite fitted out. There was a 4-poster bed in that room. So it helped us to convert it into a shop.
My grandmother had died and they'd had some money, and I thought I had to have a mortgage, and every time I thought about it I had a sort of spiritual crisis, and sort of instantly solved the issue of where I was going to live, what I was going to do with the money. And then there was a summer where I wasn't getting any work. It was very quiet in my other job, my old job. And as a result, I just sat on my boat. And it was a beautiful summer, sort of wild cherries growing at Stonebridge, up in Haringey. I realised that despite the fact that I was earning massively less because I wasn't getting any work, I still seemed to be fine and have enough money.
It's hard to hide from reality. You know if it's cold, you know if it's wet, you know if it's dark. It's a more old-fashioned way of life. I bring my daughter up on the boat, and I think it's really good for her to kind of understand where things come from, that it's not just at the flick of a switch. It feels more free. I think it's more free is maybe the wrong term, less oppressed. It's easier to raise the price of living in a boat than the price of living in a house, whatever way you go about it. And whatever level you're doing it at, you can, boats can be fairly basic or quite luxurious, but it's much more accessible than housing, hence the massive increase in the amount of boats there are since the combination of the recession and the ban on squatting has driven lots of people onto the canal. I was talking to somebody who'd lived on a boat for a year, and I asked her how she thought living on a boat had changed her, and she said that she's frightened of the weather now, and she never used to notice it. I haven't noticed much flooding in Paddington, but Mile End the water's very high. We had to go and open the lock and let some water out because we were scared the boats were going to end up on the footpath. It's, up until last year, in 20 odd years of trading outdoors, I'd never lost a day to wind, and in the last 12 months I've lost quite a few trading days because of wind. In lots of ways it worries me, from in terms of what might happen in the next few months right up to what's the world going to be like for my grandchildren. I find it concerning.
You realise that one of the reasons community went away was because people stopped needing each other, because some kindly corporation was solving it for them instead. I mean, the river seemed to make it the country for some reason as well, so people have that basic decency that is the default social milieu of countryside environments. I come from the country, and moving back to boat did feel a bit like moving to the country without having to actually leave London. But I know 300 people on the boats since I moved onto the boats. It's people in houses don't need each other for anything, so they can ignore each other if that London culture thing happens. But on a boat, not everyone's got all the tools that you need all the time, but someone's got them. So as long as you're generous with what you've got, you get to borrow their stuff when you need that special tool.
I've been on the canal 11 years now, and before that I was squatting. I bought my boat with money that I was paid to leave a squat. Those days are over, I think, not just for me, but full stop. I plan to stay forever, really.